Hello, my dear students. Our lesson today is lesson 18. Our learning goal today is to use fractions to solve real life kinds of problems. Open your book, page number 71. Hiba and Amira walk to school together. It takes Hiba half an hour to walk to Amira's house. Okay, Hiba takes half hour to Amira's house. Okay. Then it takes Hiba and Amira fourth of an hour to walk to school. Then Hiba and Amira takes fourth hour to school. Okay. How many minutes in all does it take Hiba to talk to school? You can use words, numbers, pictures, and examples to solve the problem and explain your thinking. Okay. At the first, Hiba take half hour to Amira's house. Then Hiba and Amira take fourth hour to school. So Hiba take what to reach to school? Yes, she take half hour to Amira's house. Then fourth hour to school. So Hiba takes fourth hour and half hour and plus fourth hour to school. Okay, equal half hour equal how many minutes? Yes, 30 minutes plus fourth hour equals how many minutes? Yes, we know that fourth hour equals 15 minutes. So 30 plus 15 equals 45 minutes. So Hiba takes 45 minutes to reach to school. The next page. Directions. Answer each of the questions below. Draw a model in the box to explain your thinking. A. Would you rather have third or fourth of a chocolate bar? Models of chocolate bars are drawn for you. Okay, this model of a chocolate bar. At the first, would you rather have third? Third, that means we divide the whole one into three equal parts. Divide whole one into three equal parts. Each part is called third. Okay, fourth. How many fourths in whole one? In whole one? Four fourths. So we divide whole one into four fourths. How can we divide whole one into four fourths? At the first, we divide it into two equal parts. So each part we divide it into halves. As this. Now we have four fourths or four equal parts. Each part is called fourth. Do you want half or third? If you want a great or a big part, you will choose what? Third or fourth? Which is the biggest? part? Yes, third. So third, you will you will take third chocolate if you want to take a big part. Why? Because third is more than fourth. Okay, number one. Would you rather have? Would you rather have half or fourth of pizza? We will draw a pizza equal. If you want take half, that means we divide whole pizza into two equal parts. Each part is called half. Or divided it in four fourths. Each part is called fourth. So you want to take a big part or a small part. If you want to take or eat a big part, you will choose fourth or half. By looking, half is more than four, so you will choose or eat half half of pizza. Why? Because half is more than fourth. Okay, so would you rather have half or fourth? You will eat half. Why? Because half is more than fourth. The second one, would you rather have six or eight of a bottle of juice? Okay, we have a bottle of juice. How many sixes in one whole? Yes, six sixes. How can we divide one whole into sixes? Divide one whole at the first into half? No, into thirds. Yes, three equal parts. One, as we can, two, three. Then each part divided it into halves. This part into half, and this part into half, and this part into half. How many parts we have? Six. One, two, three, four, five, six. Each part is six. Okay. Or eight. We have a bottle of juice. And we divided it into eight. How many eights in one whole? Yes, eight eighths. Okay, so how can we divide one whole into eight? At the first, divided it into halves. As we can, this is half. Okay, then divided each half into halves. This part into halves and this part into halves. And then each part into halves. This part into halves and this part into halves, into halves, into halves. Then how many parts we have? Sorry? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Okay. Each part is eight. So you want to drink a big you want to drink a little amount or a great amount. If you want to a little amount to drink a little amount, so you will choose eight small amount of juice. So you want to drink eight little amount. Why? Why you choose eight? Because eight is than less than 6. Okay. Number 3. Would you rather have fourth of a bag of candy or six? Okay, you want to eat a big part or small part? From our previous lessons, we know that when one whole divided into more parts, more equal parts, each part becomes smaller. Each part becomes smaller. So more parts, each part smaller. Okay, you have a candy bar. If you have a candy bar, okay. Fourth of a bag of candy. Fourth of a bag, not bar, a bag of candy. Okay. Fourth of a bag. So we have a bag, and we want to divide it into four equal parts, four fourths. So divide it into halves. Then each half divided it into half. One part is called fourth. Okay. Six. We want to represent six. Six. Okay. This bag of bar, and want to divided it into six sixes. Okay. And the first we divided it into three equal parts as we can. Okay. As we can divided it into three equal parts. Then each part divided it into halves. So we have how many parts? How many equal parts? Sorry. Now we have how many equal parts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each part is called 6. Okay. So if one whole divided into more parts, each part is the smaller. Okay. So from the drawing we know that fourth is more than or greater than 6. What do you want to have? Fourth or 6? You want to eat a small part of candy or big? If you want to eat big part, you want to choose fourth or 6? Yes, you want to choose fourth. Why? Because fourth is more than 6. The next page, challenge. Order the following fractions from smallest to largest. There are some that you don't have fraction models for, but use what you have discovered about unit fractions to help you. We take before from the previous lessons when comparing unit fractions. The one with the smaller denominator is the greater. Why? Because one whole is divided into fewer pieces for the pieces, so the pieces are larger. Or we know that when we have one whole and divided it into more equal parts, each part becomes smaller. So, so the fraction that has smaller denominator is the greater. So if we have half and eighth, fourth, third, sixth, 10th, 12th, and 5th. We want to arrange this fraction from the smallest. Okay, to get the smallest fraction, its denominator will be small or large. Its denominator will be large. Okay, which is largest number? And denominator 2 or 8 or 4 or 3, 6, 10, 12 or 5. Yes, 12 is the greater denominator. So it is the smaller fraction. So we write 12 as the first because it is the smallest fraction. Why? Because it has the greater denominator. Then, which is the greater denominator? Yes, 10. So we write 10, 1 over 10. After that, which is the greater denominator to get the smaller fraction? Yes, 8. So we write 8, 1 over 8. Then, which is the greater denominator? We have 2, 4, 3, and 6, and 5. The greater denominator is 6, so we write 6. Okay. Then we have 2, 4, 3, and 5. Which is the greater one? Which is the greater denominator? The fifth, 5. So we write 5. Okay. Then we have 2, 4, and 3. Which is the greater denominator? 4. So we write 4. Then we have 2 and 3 in denominator, which is the greater denominator? 3. So we write third. At the end, we have half. So which is the largest fraction? Half is the largest one. The largest fraction. Why? Because it has the smallest denominator. Smallest denominator. Okay, and which is the smallest fraction? The smallest fraction is 12. Smallest fraction. Smallest fraction. Why? Because it has the greatest denominator. Okay, number 2. Write a would you rather fraction problem for a friend to solve in the box below. You can write any problem. Okay? We can write, would you rather have third or sixth of candy? If your friend wants a large part, he will choose third. He will choose third. Why? At the first, divide the bar. Divide it into 3 equal parts. Okay, to get 3/3. This part is called third. Then divide this bar into sixes. How can we divide it into sixes? We know that at the first we divide it into 3 equal parts, then each part into halves. Now we get 6 equal parts. Each part is third. So if you want to eat a large amount or a big part, he will choose third. Why? Because third is more than, sorry, here each part is third. And here each part is 6. So he will choose third because third is more than 6. The next page, math journal. Reflect on what you have learned about fractions over the past several lessons. Then read the question below and record your thinking in the box. When do people use fractions in real life? Think and write about 3 different ways fractions are used. For example, when we divide pizza equally among friends. Another example, when divide time to do some works. Think about different ways of fractions we are used and write it in the box.